Let me get back to cleaning the kitchen. Doesn't look like anything's going to be happening this evening. Yeah, it doesn't look like nothing's going to be happening, guys. Because I usually see a red truck in the area. If that red truck is parked in the area, that red truck is usually involved, and there's a lot of business going on. So the red truck is the only thing that's missing from this equation to make me believe there's nothing going to be happening. Okay? All right. Well, we're going to continue watching and see if anything changes. But so far, it looks like nothing. Nada. A little community gang stalking, but nothing to really... Oh, okay. Well, we do have the police officer involved in criminal activity passing by. We do have that. We do have that. I was looking for a sign. 6:30 p.m., March 25th, 2026, Wednesday. We have police officer involved in criminal activity. I was looking for some type of answer, and obviously, organized crime has responded. There's going to be activity tonight. Whenever you see police officers constantly going underneath my window, just like today, they're constantly going underneath my window. That's the reason for, while washing dishes, high frequencies, electromagnetic field waves, shock treatment to the brain. Coming from next door, 5135 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. To provoke, movement, reaction, response, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts, surprise advantage once you approach the window, and sure enough, the police officers are attacking the victim's psyche. This is regarded as state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid, no witnesses. And it's called the peekaboo. Now you see me, now you don't. Okay? So, get involved, guys. It is worth your time and effort. We just we have surveillance of the female leaving 5130 with a fancy vehicle. And then, sure enough, a police officer showed up. Okay? So that's what we got. Police officers involved in criminal activity of state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. 6:31 p.m. Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. Right there. March 25th, Wednesday. March 25th, Wednesday, 2026, 6:32 p.m. Okay? And another reason for the police officers in the area is because of this, okay? Once again, let me give you a quick demonstration. If you do not want to be a victim, because remember, the police officers in the area are working closely with next door 5135 second floor hideout. I am being subjected to electronic harassment, and I am being subjected to bright light harassment coming from next door, utilizing truck lights, mirrors, and obviously I responded by covering up a little bit in order to function, okay? In order to be able to maintain the house. I already started removing some of the boards. See that? Right there. And I placed the light bulb so it blends in. So when they're shining the lights at me from next door, I usually have lights that will blend in. And that's the reason I'm using a lot of light bulbs. So it blends in, and I'm able to tolerate the bright light harassment coming from next door. Okay, so let me show you right quick. Okay, so I turn off the lights. Back. Okay? If you do not want to be a victim of state insurance policy fraud, that's how simple it is. Okay? The bright light harassment is being deployed from that window right there. That's the reason it's always open. And they close this window to avoid any suspicious activity. But they remove the plastic from time to time. But this is their main, see that? And that's another reason why they keep the basement under lock and key at all times. Because this room right here is specifically designed for harassment purposes, okay? There we go. So let's go back to the living room. Once again, same strategy. If you do not want to be a victim of state insurance policy fraud, identity theft, it's very simple, guys. Watch this. You remove this because remember, this is the reason why the police officers are circling the area. Because they are in constant communication with next door 5135 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. Joint collaboration with the Martinez family next door, Town of Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic is responding. Especially after a picture was taken from me from a U.S. Marshal, February 27, 2026, last Friday. Okay? And a Town of Cicero official taking a picture of me as well. From across the street. That's the reason for the electronic harassment, to provoke movement, reaction, response, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outburst, surprise advantage once I approached the window. And you guys saw clearly, I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary to provoke the police officer to harass me on a daily basis. On video, okay? On video. You can clearly see that. Their intention is attacking the victim's psyche, of course. And the peekaboo. Now you see me, now you don't. That's the reason why the police officer is instructed to keep moving quickly to avoid any suspicious activity and any witnesses. Alright, so this is what we're doing. And of course, they are very familiar with my ex-wife's schedule. And she is visiting her family a couple of houses down. So that's another reason for the game of manipulation as a safeguard to make sure I respond to the game of manipulation daily plan attacks. And the bright light harassment is a big part of it. These police officers, in my case, Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrests, court dates, order protection, document a history of mental health issue illness once the victims respond to the game of manipulation. Okay, so that didn't take that long. And of course, I still have to remove that board from right there. But my ex-wife has seen that board from time to time. And I just let her know that the glare, I cannot see the TV with the glare. That's the reason for that board right there. And obviously, I have my water, my oatmeal, and I'm watching TV. But while watching TV, my brain is being attacked from any electrical source outage. So it's constantly being attacked from this outage right here, directed at my brain as I'm sitting close to it. See how that works? So that's how that works. See? Very dangerous. Over time, secondary health issues are radiation levels. Okay? Remember, they're able to, this is electromagnetic field waves and high frequencies. I have to watch the TV muted. Okay? And obviously, the furnace heater fan blower has to stay on, but the high frequencies are there. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's the reason, another reason for Town of Cicero police officers continually harassing me, attacking the victim's psyche, of course. And this is another reason why Morton High School students are not being protected by Town of Cicero officials and law enforcement and Cook County Sheriff and Des Plaines Cook County Sheriff. And now we have a U.S. Marshal catch and release, fake arrest, February 27th, 2026, last Friday. Okay, 5130. The individual continues eluding our surveillance. We have him on video arriving. We got a lot of hits. I didn't even have to explain who that was. Immediately, we got a lot of hits on that video. And then he proceeded by opening and closing the door. I believe this is another customer right here. Okay. They're always in the area. And I believe this is another customer right here. Okay. Yeah. I believe that's another customer. And we also have a tunnel sister official at 2:30 in the morning dropping off the second floor employee at 5130. We uploaded the video several times. He does have, that's Public Works. Public Works. All right, so that's it. I guess that's it. We are waiting to see if there's any activity. The female continues hiding her vehicle. She is making periodic deliveries of narcotics. The other community gang slacking. All right, I guess that's it for now. Not much we can do here, guys. So for now, get involved. It is time. It is worth your time and effort. State insurance policy fraud, identity theft, Medicaid. More information, go on Google Maps regarding state fraud, mental health, inpatient. Okay, that's it. Tennessee Police Department, harassment once again.